Hey, John, what do you think of like my art profile collection that I put on Clubhouse?
Oh, let's see. Oh boy, you got a lot. Nice. Nice. I've seen all these. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Nice. Cool. Oh, that's a good one. I'd screenshot that one. Actually, I should probably screenshot more. Because you know what's really cool is you can put any photo into Grok or YouTube and turn it into a video. These would be really good
Yeah,
prompts
it's
for
pretty
video.
great. Yeah, it's great for content spam production.
Spamming our way to glory. Somewhere better
Well, you
than
know what they
that.
say. You know, the sage he talks as much as he can because he's trying to get the wisdom out.
Well, it's just a paradox because the thing is with a book club, you don't need a teacher. You can be your own teacher. Man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he has built the marvel. Oh, that's a good one. That's a cool one. Ooh, Bubble
Yeah,
Boy.
I decided to like post like good photos. Like I'm pursuing aesthetics. You like that's one of the aspects of philosophy.
Yeah, you have to change up how to waste your time and like do like proper sentences. I mean, because it really does come down to keywords and people finding it.
So the issue is, I'm paper pushing during the day, and I'm using like remote control to like my PC and laptop at home. So it's only for like,
I've done that before, yeah. Well, I,
and
I used to do
so
that. Yeah. I used to go home and just like relax at home and then watch The Office from my webcam and do remote. And then one girl at work one time was like, John Kitover's webcam is on. He's like watching us in the office from home or something. And I heard her say it, and then like I literally got terminated like 2 weeks later after that. But they fired everybody. But that was like,
hey Diogenes, did you see that YouTube video that I posted about Jesus Guatemala? It was today. It was pretty funny. Like
yeah, you'll like
John
that
sent
one.
it. Yeah, if you want some drunk.
Yeah, that would be a good one to play right now, actually.
And then also like I think like BB and Buttercup are they finally made up.
Okay, you want to hear this poem, "The Thunder Perfect Mind"?
I do, I do.
Okay, here we go. I was sent forth from the power, and I have come to those who reflect upon me, and I have been found among those who seek me. Look upon me, you who reflect upon me, and you hearers, hear me. You who are waiting for me, take me to yourselves. Do not banish me from your sight. Do not make your voice hate me, nor your hearing. Do not be ignorant of me anywhere or any time. Be on your guard. Do not be ignorant of me. For I am the first and the last. I am the honored one and the scorned one. I am the whore and the holy one. I am the wife and the virgin. I am the mother and the daughter. I am the members of my mother. I am the barren one, and many are her sons. I am she whose wedding is great, and I have not taken a husband. I am the midwife, and she who does not bear. I am the solace of my labor pains. That's a little bit blocked out. I am the slave of him who prepared. I am solace of my labor pain. I am the bride and the bridegroom, and it is my husband who begot me. I am the mother of my father, and the sister of my husband, and he is my offspring. I am the slave of him who prepared me. I am the ruler of my offspring, but he is the one who begot me before the time on a birthday, and he is my offspring in due time, and my power is from him. I am the staff of his power in his youth, and he is the rod of my old age, and whatever he wills happens to me. I am the silence that is incomprehensible, and the idea whose remembrance is frequent. I am the voice whose sound is manifold, and the word whose appearance is multiple. I am the utterance of my name. Why? You who hate me, do you love me and hate those who love me? You who deny me, confess me, and you who confess me, deny me. You who tell the truth about me, lie about me, and you who have lied about me, tell the truth about me. You who know me, be ignorant of me, and those who have not known me, let them know me. For I am knowledge and ignorance, I am shame and boldness, I am shameless, I am ashamed. For I am knowledge and ignorance, I am shame and boldness, I am shameless, I am ashamed. I am strength and I am fear, I am war and peace, give heed to me. I am the one who is disgraced, and the great one. Give heed to my poverty and my wealth. Do not be arrogant to me when I am cast out upon the earth. You will find me in those that are to come. Do not look upon me on the dung heap, nor go and leave me cast out. You will find me in the kingdoms. Do not look upon me when I am cast out among those who are disgraced and in the least places, nor laugh at me. And do not cast me out among those who are slain in violence. But I am compassionate, and I am cruel. Be on your guard. Do not hate my obedience, and do not love my self-control. In my weakness do not forsake me, and do not be afraid of my power. For why do you despair my fear and curse my pride? But I am she who exists in all fears and strength and trembling. I am she who is weak, and I am war in pleasant place. I am senseless, and I am wise. Why have you hated me in your counsels? For I shall be silent among those who are silent, and I shall appear and speak. Why then have you hated me, you Greeks? Because I am a barbarian among the barbarians? For I am the wisdom of the Greeks, the knowledge of the barbarians. I am the judgment of the Greeks and of the barbarians. I am the one whose image is great in Egypt, and the one who has no image among the barbarians. I am the one who has been hated everywhere, who has been loved everywhere. I am the one whom they call life, and you have called death. I am the one whom they called law, and you have called lawlessness. I am the one whom you have pursued, and I am the one whom you have seized. I am the one whom you have scattered. You have gathered me together. I am the one before whom you have been ashamed. You have been shameless to me. I am she who does not keep festival, and I am she whose festivals are many. I am godless, and I am the one whose God is great. I am the one whom you have reflected. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah.
Yo, I need your creative juices. I don't have the time to. I don't have the time to write a full story, and also like I'm gathering some more of the full story, and like this is there's like there's gonna be lawsuits on lawsuits on lawsuits. So it's just not smart for me to like prematurely do something when like I'm trying to do things right. But I want to put out like a little just like I'm coming back post, and so I'm wondering if I can use your creative juices on like just like a funny like 1 to 3 sentence thing to say of just like like rumors of our death have been greatly exaggerated, but something like that. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next. Like, give him a time. Give him a time frame because, like, for sure by next week I'll have something. But I want to put something out because my first article won't get that many views, and so I want to put out like just like you can do a short note on Substack, and so I want to do like a short note, being like,
You really gotta get on. You really gotta do YouTube, man. I'm telling you, like a podcast, a podcast format, a professional podcast format. In the same way that 560 does their stupid shit on the fucking radio, dude, you could do it on YouTube and just make it professional.
I've done it before. The Max Rice Tonight and the Rice and Bean show. So I've done it before, and I will do it again. But like for the moment, I got the Illinois record, and like I agree. That is like short-term plans. But there's a few things I need, like technology-wise, because I've done videos. I definitely need to not do it from my laptop. And then I also need like basically like how I did the first time and would blow me up is I blind emailed like 50 to 100 famous people, and like 4 responded, and that was fine and awesome. And even someone like kind of famous like James Altucher, like I fucked up and I forgot to record. And we did a whole podcast. I forgot to record, but he was gracious enough to re-record. But I got the guy that did the Jeffrey Epstein, that broke the Jeffrey Epstein story. The guy that broke the Black Book. I interviewed him like 2015.
Well, the problem is you don't have any videos on your YouTube. You need shorts, you need lives, you need videos.
I have different YouTube channels, dude, and like some of them have taken off. I have experience in this field.
I get it, but what I'm telling you is we're wasting our time because we've already talked about this today for 20 minutes. 20 minutes could have been a podcast.
No. I'm asking you specific advice. Don't even worry about that story. That story's happening, and I'm doing it the right way, doing it the cool way. But like, what I'm wondering, because you understand like entertainment intention, what's like a good and like compelling 3-sentence narrative I can send out today?
I don't know. Run it to Grok, run it to ChatGPT. I don't know what to tell you.
I will. Just kind of like, because I want to tease that I'm coming next week. Because if I just publish something out of nowhere, because it's been like 5 fucking months, it's not going to get views. But if I say like, hey, Thursday, watch out on Thursday, then that thing will get views. And so I need to kind of do a tease before Survive.
Yeah, you can do a teaser, but I mean, anyways, well, consider this phone call the teaser then, because it's on a YouTube short. You're 2 minutes and 50 seconds in.
Well, YouTube shorts should know that like we're doing, Illinois record's coming back.
Illinois record is coming back. He's coming.
May. Like rumors of our death have been greatly exaggerated, and we do things right. We don't rush things.
They don't rush things.
Put it in before Survive. People's lives are at stake.
They don't lose their tools in the mud. They don't go wasting their time digging around. They do the job right.
We're just digging, and then when we see oil, when we strike oil, we provide. Then we'll fill up your car. But we're not. No, we're not like that. We're not the Daily Mail.
Why don't we do a podcast in a sukkah?
We could, but like I'm not interested in gabbing, because Rambam said that like part of Lashon Hara is kind of like the wasted speech that you were talking about earlier.
We'll see.
It's like wasted speech is just as bad as lying.
Well, you're not wasting it.
Gab. I'm trying to expose things.
Well, you're not wasting it. That's a fact, because
true.
I'm bottling it.
Not, yeah.
I
don't want to gab.
I'm in the bottling industry.
On the Bears. We can talk about the Bears, but I don't want to.
People say, you live stream everything. I say, it's not live stream. I'm on the bottling business. I take what you say, I put it in a bottle, and I try to sell it.
You do good, John. You're very good. You what's it called?
I can be your Shabbos Goy.
You are a gadol. What?
I can be your Shabbos Goy, podcaster.
You're not, because I consider you a yid.
It's not work if you don't hit upload short. If your Goy does it for you, it's kosher.
You're not a Goy though. Like I can consider a patriarchal lineage for Judaism. So I personally consider you a Jew.
You know, I went to this American Jewish Committee event, and I said, everybody was introducing themselves, and I said, my father is Jewish, my mother is gorgeous, and I said it's always been, rather bothersome to me that some people think I'm a Jew, some people don't think I'm a Jew, and I don't know, I feel that I'm Jewish, and then somebody came up to me at the event afterwards, and they were like, John, if one of your parents is Jewish, that's good enough for me. I was like, thank you.
No, I'm not like that. I'm just saying I have a controversial belief that I think that it should be patriarchal. And the reason why did they do the matriarchal is because, like, back in the day, the woman would set the household.
Mhm.
That's not necessarily how it works anymore. It's like, you know, like that's kind of what they meant. It's like because even Moshe Rabbeinu, rest his spirit, married not a Jewish woman, but he's the man of the house, and so he's like, woman, here's how we're setting up the house.
Well,
and so it kind of was just kind of assumed if you betroth some girl that you became Jewish.
Well,
and so like your dad was a real man, security man, and so I think you kind of were raised in, like, were you raised in a Jewish household?
A little bit, but it has nothing to do with halakha. It's a
story.
story.
It does halakha and DNA. Is like the reason why I can't trace my sister or my mother's ancestry or my grandmother's is because they're XX. You and I are XY. You can trace that Y all the way down, and that Y is a Yid. Your Y stands for Yid, for Yidden.
Well, see, this is
100%.
the thing. Judaism wants to make women feel special and give them a place of prominence.
Well, they are. I wasn't down talking women. This is just. Like
I'm not down talking women either. However, you do realize the statement "you're only Jewish if your mother is Jewish" is actually just something to say to women. Like, real men know that if you have a son or a daughter, you're going to educate your child the way that child needs to be educated with the law. So
you're saying Moshe Rabbeinu and King David's kids aren't Jewish? Get the heck out of here! Get the heck out of here! Some of Solomon's kids?
Well,
get the heck
so
out of here!
It's really something that women. It's something that women love to fall back on and say, "Well, you're not Jewish if your mother's not Jewish." It's like, bitch, do you read a book? Have you ever read the Tanya? Have you ever read the Torah?
No, that's what. But also, what kind of angers me too, it's because there's a lot of liberal Jews out there. Like I think Judaism is a blessing. It's not blood, and that's why it was passed. Like Abraham had to decide Isaac or Ishmael for the blessing. Esau, or I really think it's more blessing, not blood, and so that's part of it too. Is that a lot of Jews think it's just like you were born into it. Like no, it's a religion. Like it's not a country or like an ethnicity. It's a religion. Like I do believe that if a Jew kind of rebukes Hashem, then you're not Jewish. And also then you can be trans Jewish. You can convert. You can leave. You can hopscotch. It's not like they kind of like equate it like it's like a race. It's not. It's religion.
Well,
it's a blessing.
There's a lot of very angry people out there that can't stop talking about the Jews, and I find it amazing.
Yeah, I call it JDS.
Yeah, it is Jewish derangement syndrome.
But there also is ASDS, and that's been going on for like a decade.
What's
Anti-Semitism derangement syndrome, where everything's anti-Semitic. There is, and I've experienced it. I've been called the K word this year. That's not fun. Like that's definitely not fun. Or just to be like trolled if you're wearing a kippah and stuff like that. It's not fun. Like I've experienced it. Other people experience it worse. But like, we're not the only people that get shit on for our characteristics. Fat people do. Short people do. Gay people do. Black people do. Mexicans do. Polish. It's like crazy. It's not like the only thing. Like, so I think there is like two. And also like, I got in a fight with one anti-Semitism group. Because they tried to say that this guy that was like pro Gaza, was a pro Gaza football player on defense, sacked a quarterback that wasn't Jewish but was pro Israel, and they tried to say that it was like anti-Semitism. I'm like, you got ASD, you got ASDS.
Well,
you are out of your mind. Not everything's anti-Semitism. Not everything's racist. Not everything's the Jews. A lot of things are just like a lot more simple.
See, everybody's trying to play the spy, and everyone is trying to capture the highest level of intelligence. But unfortunately, if you have JDS, in many ways, that's like saying you're an atheist. And so,
well, no, you're. That's the interesting thing about people that believe in the devil is they're not atheists. It's like the devil does want people to be atheists, and that's like one of the greatest tricks he pulls, since that Hashem does is real. But like the true Luciferians, the true Luciferians, not the Satanists, Luciferians, are the ones that understand that God is real, and they take the side of the Satan, of the snake, of Amalek.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of people that like are just angry at God, and like the Jews are they're that's kind of crazy too. Like Jews aren't better than anyone else, but they are God's people, and we're supposed to do like a certain task. And I think it's interesting that like I personally think a lot of it's linked to cocaine and crystal meth and prescription drugs. Because like no, I'm serious. Like that's what got Hitler all fucked up on the Jews. Is he was on meth and Adderall the entire time. And I really think that like certain drugs like kind of have you like talking to a demon, and like what's the demon gonna tell you? Kill yourself, kill other people, kill the Jews.
Yeah.
So they
a lot of people.
Think about all the societies that end up doing like those kind of, like, even like the Mayans, the Incas. It's not even just kill the Jews. It's all just like like all the transgender stuff is part of that. I think a lot of it actually traces back to drugs, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Certain drugs, especially the man-made drugs.
Yeah. Well, until people realize the value of the gymnasium and the books, they're going to go for the quick fix. And the medical industrial complex pushes you to psychiatrics and psychiatrists, etc.
My grandmother, rest her soul, who I believe you met, and you probably would have paid so much money for her to be alive right now, because one of the greatest signature gatherers of all time, and a political volunteer for like 50 years, just for fun, not for money. My grandma Debbie, she was someone that, like, unfortunately, when she was like 16 years old, she was addicted to like a weight loss pill.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy over the counter, called Obitrol, and she was addicted to that pill from 16 to 46. And like it definitely like added challenges to her life. You would have to think. And then she ended up like getting divorced and going to rehab at the same time. And I'm not gonna blame the pill on that, but like one could, and it's like it obviously didn't help. But regardless, like she did get better from that. And the government, to their credit, they got rid of this drug called Obitrol. But then another company called Adderall bought it and just fucking said like, hey, well, this is for ADD. And all the shit my grandma went through is fine, because now it's just like a potential side effect or risk to solve like the important medical issue of ADD. How much bullshit is that?
Well, a lot of people.
Adderall's the fucking weight loss drug from the 60s that my grandma was hooked on. Same thing. No difference.
Well, I mean, I went through college without Adderall, and my roommate was on Adderall, and he was definitely prone to explosive rage. But
I got in a fight at a stand-up show because of Adderall. Because I technically have ADD, so I'm someone that should be on Adderall, but it would be really bad because it's a street drug.
Well, people take Adderall, they grind their teeth down, they put out a gazillion words, and they call that productivity. It's not productivity. You're just doing hyperanalysis because your brain is flooded with chemicals, which, are making your gigahertz go through the roof. I don't know, part of life is relaxation. And unfortunately, if you speed yourself up so much to go to work, etc., really what people need to do is work on their personality and their attitude, not the chemical equation.
It's a lot easier to nuke it, though. I'd be like, fuck it, take some Adderall. And like, especially if it's a Nazi society like Germany, because it wasn't just Hitler. He had all the Nazis, the entire soldier base was on Adderall.
Yeah.
And that's why Blitzkrieg doesn't work and Russia doesn't work. Because Adderall is great for Blitzkrieg. It's not great for 3 weeks.
Well,
because the human body is the human body. It's like Adderall is great for 2 weeks. Good luck doing it for a semester. That's what the Nazis learned. That's Baruch Hashem.
Well,
Baruch Hashem.
All right. Well, listen. Anything else you want to say? Because I have to get to my other office and fill out these affidavits. Did you get your FOIA request replied to?
I mean, I have several FOIAs floating, so I'm very excited for that. I just wanted your creative juices on like what should be our welcome back message, because I want to put some out before Shabbat, just to let people know.
Just put a picture of.
If not, it's just gonna not. It's not gonna get the proper reach. And also, people are worried about me. I've heard that I'm being blackmailed. I'm paid by J.D. Pritzker.
Oh, we know all that.
I'm paid by Joe Severino. All this nonsense. He's worried about me too. Absolutely. Thank you. God. Yeah, no, the streets had me. You know, so you know. Yeah, it's like, you know, the streets are on my side. But yeah, I've been hearing on social media that Democrats and Joe Severino and shout out to Joe. No disrespect towards Joe.
It's so funny. I keep promoting
I'm not
him.
working for anyone. It's ridiculous.
I keep promoting Joe Severino at all costs just because everybody seems to like want to shit on him after I post, and
Well,
you know,
that's why we have to give him his respect and flowers. Is like part of the reason why he's like, I've heard a lot of people are working for him, quote unquote, is because he does such a good job of getting in their mind.
do you know what do you know about his?
It's crazy.
What do you know about
He's
his
just
sister?
telling the truth. He's just telling just the truth.
You know his sister
That's all
works.
he's doing.
His sister works for the Department of Justice.
Didn't know that. See, and I apparently like I'm working for him and all these people, and I'm working for the Democrats. But I don't know any of these people. It's crazy. I didn't know that, but I respect him. Like, and I've known him since like 2018 as a candidate, not as like.
It's either his sister or his wife. I don't know.
Could be.
Or ex-wife.
I've seen him in like when you see someone in situations that are high pressure and like how you react, you either like gain respect for them or you lose respect for them. And I have gained respect seeing like him in different electoral situations, and he always like kind of has been someone that like spoke truth to power and wasn't a wussy every time. And so like he even like technically was I never saw him as an adversary, but like when we first ran, he thought I was running in the 10th district, and so he was shit talking me. So funny, and I obviously talk crap back because that's just from him to me. But I respected that. Like he's an actual.
So wait, Terry Newsom, you said Terry Newsom got maced?
And Anthony, how funny is that? Let's go. How funny is that? You know Ed Anthony, the guy that like threatens me. He makes fun of you, threatens me, threatens my dad.
I don't know that.
Threatens Rocio. I call him Lieutenant Technec. He was in the Navy for 10 years, intelligence. Fat, weird. Just says the most. I sent you some messages he sent me that were just like absolutely like should be illegal. I think they work for the feds. That's why I don't report them because I feel like it's just kind of worthless. But so they're speaking at an anti-Semitism rally, which is an absolute joke. And I don't think the organization like knew. They just kind of just accepted it. But and then the organization was like peaceful for the most part, from all that I've heard. But Terry and Ed, the suspected feds, go to the other side and are starting crap with the liberals, and they try to mace them. And this guy is such an idiot. The wind blew back. It was the spray, not the gel. It maced Terry. He's crying, pouring milk on him. It's on the radio.
Wow.
I mean, on the TV, yeah. But that was accidental. But also, it shouldn't be like, why are they trying to start fights? They're not Jewish. They hate Jews. He's so freaking like, he picks me out for being Jewish. Like he depicts me with a kippah. He has like a meme with me with like all the black hat people. He told my dad was a clearly Jew that has never been to fight in his life, which isn't true. My dad went to Robert E. Lee High School in a single parent household. Like fuck him. Like my dad grew up a hard life and like definitely was being a Jew in Texas. It wasn't easy. And but Terry's an anti-Semite. But because he's so desperate, he just was like or a Fed is just trying to be like close to every like political group.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably desperation. I bet you he's not a Fed.
No, he's not. No, I think it's a non-for-profit. I think of most of the Fed is hiring party companies that are like private contractors. Mm. He's not doing this shit for fun. Like all these people aren't. Like they're driving like 2 hours a week, all this time, putting themselves in physical danger. And if you actually talk to them about politics, they don't care about politics. He doesn't give a shit about politics. I'm 95% for certain he's pro-abortion.
Huh.
So what does he give a shit about, like... He says he just thinks the Democrat Party's too extreme. But, like, look how he behaves.
Yeah.
Like, extremism, and then he was in gangs. He told me on I have the text, he said he was in the Latin Kings.
Oh, really?
And so,
Terry was?
What? He said in prison he was in the Latin Kings.
Oh my
god. And I do think he infiltrated, because he, like, only served 2 years for all this, like, coke and grenade stuff. And so, like, yeah, he did infiltrate he missed infiltrating the Latin Kings to me, but also the Cali cartel. which was the second generation of Pablo Escobar. And he got to start with the Chicago outfit, but I believe that he wasn't snitching on the outfit. He instead like snitched on people from different countries because that's what racists do. So it doesn't matter. I snitched on them, not you guys. But he ended up snitching on the Chicago outfit too. I call him two-time CI. Terry Newsom. But he's like, they were having sex with my wife. That's his excuse.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this is all public information, no slander. So if I'm guilty of slander, then Terry's guilty of slander. So you guys sue us both. But now I'm talking to you because it's YouTube Live. So this is a podcast.
Nobody's watching it, unfortunately, but I am clipping it.
Fine. Yeah, I'm giving you some nuggets, but these are all factual, so you can look it up on your own. If not, just watch. I had the unfortunate task of listening to his YouTube channel. That I gave myself the task, like no bad actor. And the good news is, like, YouTube gives the ability to, like, give transcripts now. Mm-hmm. Even probably your videos, you can kind of see the transcript.
Yeah.
And so you click transcript, then you can Command F, like key search words. And so anyone listening and yourself, that's a very powerful tool. Because, like, I literally was listening to Terry's podcast on, like, 3 times speed because it's so boring. And it's so just full of crap. But I wanted to map out the lies because he has such a big mouth that he, fortunately or unfortunately, like, either lies or says stuff that incriminates himself. So it's like he just doesn't look good either way.
It's kind of funny how, like, even that George Dinehard, you know, he has, like, no views, no subscribers. Even my podcast with him only got 67 views. But yet, we all know that stirring the pot is, like, all we got. I mean, when you have no business, it's like, okay, who cares? Just, you know, go balls to the walls and create some controversy.
Well, I told you, I hope you're recording now because I got kicked off 5:60 a.m. And they basically told me that, like, they're against stirring the pot. And I told you, like, you're part of the problem. You suck. Everyone just wants to preach to the choir. Like, how does that grow America? They just want to talk about that there's going to be fentanyl in the Halloween candy on Halloween. One, like, Halloween, we shouldn't even celebrate Halloween.
Well, that's like telling people...
that's some Celtic pagan nonsense.
Well, if you say don't stir the pot, that's essentially saying don't be political and don't be social. Just go with whatever, you know, the complex is telling you.
And by the way, this is a penny stock in New York. It's trade OTC. It's a penny stock.
Wow.
$28 million.
Wow.
And I told him, I'm like, you're worth 5 Chick-fil-A's. And then you're saying don't stir the pot.
I didn't know that.
I'm like, you're the freaking vegetable oil that's, like, stored in the back of the Chick-fil-A. You're not even in the pot. You were in the pot, like, months ago. Now you're vegetable oil. It's sold to some, like, foreign recycling company. Absolute joke. But, like, that is like all mainstream media right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised George Soros doesn't buy up 5:60 a.m.
They probably will. Because, like, basically all I said is, like, I had a whistleblower on there, and I rewatched it. I'm like, nothing even close to illegal was said. It's just all they care about is, like, their bread and butter, which is not stirring up. Like, they have an acceptable amount of listeners they want. And because, like, they cater to Republicans, the governor's race is where most of the money goes. And if they piss off any, I don't even think they're supporting Bailey, but if they anger one of the candidates, they can miss out on, like, huge advertising and, like, sponsored event donors. And because, like, this segment made one look so bad that he arguably should be kicked off the ballot, they protected him so quickly. Ridiculous. And he even told me nothing illegal. He told me it was bad radio. He said it was the worst radio he's ever had in 30 years. And I'm like, that's pretty impressive.
That's like saying that's the best radio he's ever had.
What's it called? The show preceding us is a Hollywood trivia show. It's a Hollywood trivia. And he said that was the worst show. It's like a whistleblower. And she was challenged, too. That's the craziest part. Is that it? Like, there was a guy that I think set me up. I didn't even know who he was, and he just like literally the entire time would just go out of his way to like defend Aaron Del Mar every time Aaron Del Mar was mentioned, and then attack this like poor woman out of nowhere. But like legally, that does satisfy both sides. So like, there's no legal concern. This like woman has claims, and she didn't blame anyone specifically. She was talking about her night. She wasn't even trying to talk about it. I mean, she was like, she wouldn't have been there if that wasn't like what was agreed upon beforehand. But like, she got spooked out by this third guy, and I was like a little spooked out, but not as spooked out. I was like, oh. But then like rewatching the tape, like have you seen any of the clips? Mm-hmm. That guy said it was like funny if a guy gets drugged. Because I told him like, this person, like I've been drugged before. It's horrific. He was like, really? A grown man got drugged? I think that's funny.
Okay, I got a hard out of here. I will talk to you soon. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Okay, take care. Bye.